We're doing more Power Wash Simulator. Because why the heck not? I was gonna do some Black Ops 2, but hackers took over. Woohoo! Isn't that great? Hackers took over. And that shit could break your game. So, Power Wash Simulator. We could still do some zombies, but I feel like I've been doing a lot of zombies. So we're just gonna do Power Wash Simulator again. I've done 3 more tasks since the last time we streamed. I washed a car, um, the boot house. That was interesting. Now we're doing the skateboard park, which I've done quite a bit. Man, I stayed up pretty late. I'm doing this. Like at 2 a.m. I was washing this damn park. And then I was falling asleep, so I was like, no, I'm gonna go to bed. I need the sleeps. I need the slips. I am gonna do a stream later. Probably more zombies, I'm not gonna lie. I might be playing Black Ops 7 because Final Season just came out and the new map came out too, the survival map, and they're giving this really cool looking skin away based on the leaderboards. So, yeah, I'm gonna play that survival map and just survive, I suppose, obviously. And then see if I can win the leaderboard, potentially. I'm not gonna go for number 1. I'm just gonna go at least top 5. But I'm gonna try to go for top 2. That way I could secure the victory. Secure the victory. But again, that's gonna be later tonight. After we do our Power Wash Simulator stream. Waha. Come and wash with me. Power Wash Sim. I don't have the number 2 now. I just have the number 1. Let's get the trophy for Power Wash Sim. Watch me stim along as I power wash this big. Wow. Anywho, yeah. Crazy. Black Ops 2 basically got taken over by hackers, as I mentioned just now. Really, it's just a multiplayer. Essentially, what they're doing is if you're in a lobby with someone who has the level skip mod, which is like they go to max prestige on everything, including weapons, max level on everything, and they even like change it so the menu in the game, instead of like saying like custom classes and stuff, like it just says random shit like easy spammed in one of the things, or enjoy and stuff like that. um which it's like, you know, the game just came out about a week ago, and they intentionally made it so that the main exploit to getting mods into the game was removed. They had to like change how the game works in certain aspects, because originally in the original Black Ops 2, there was a theater mode, right? Where you can watch your replays and then you can upload and take screenshots of your gameplay. Like you can see the whole playback of your game from multi perspectives. Like you can see the whole thing, multi angle, everything, right? Including zombies, which is really cool because, you know, this made it so you can take screenshots and share clips and show people how to get to certain places, etc., etc. But somehow this made it so the file sharing system within it made it so you can upload, you know, software from outside sources, like imported into the actual game, which basically gave them a gateway into the game files, making it very easy to modify it and get hacks in there. I don't know why they didn't think this was gonna be a big factor. They should have known. But that's basically how it happened in Black Ops 2. The original port. We're talking PS3. Um, so when they ported it over, they're like, we're not doing file share anymore, right? They have something different now. They have a different system. It's very bare bones. I don't know exactly how it works. I never really cared for it. But I don't know if they're using that new system now to get in there, which would be highly ironic. I'm not really sure what they're doing. I imagine it has something to do with, there's already jailbreaks for PS5. That's already a thing, albeit a lot harder to do. But it shouldn't, what is it? Day one, it was already broken, right? Since day one. So there's people like with emulators and shit on their PS5 and all this other stuff. More power to them, right? If I'm gonna ever do that, I'm gonna wait for a few years. And then usually I just do it for emulators and games and whatnot. But for example, the Xbox X, Series X, had dev mode unlocked day one. So people are running emulators for like GameCube and all this other stuff at 30 frames, like really, really good. If anything, it feels like the Series X was intentionally left with dev mode unlocked because it would bring more more business their direction. Versus PS5, Sony's always been very strict when it comes to their modification of their consoles. Ironically enough, not as strict as they are as Nintendo, but strict nonetheless. So they usually release patches to block methods to jailbreak certain consoles. For example, the PS3, one of the major ones, they had to come up with new ways to modify it every update. If you try to do an update and your console was modified, it'll essentially brick it because it'll be stuck in this loop of trying to update and not being able to. That was one of the major issues. So you had to factory reset if it even lets you get that far. Secret menu wise, I think you could, but if you didn't know that, you basically cooked, right? In the end, PS3, very dated. They stopped releasing updates for it, and obviously the modders caught up to it, so easy to jailbreak now, very easy. In fact, it only takes an hour to do, if that. Probably less. Eventually, that's probably what's going to happen to the PS4 in particular. It would be very interesting, but considering they're still releasing games to the PS4 and PS5, that might still be, a little tougher to do because of the updates constantly being released for both consoles. I believe they're dropping game manufacturing for PS4 soon. Like I think that's in the talks. But the way that it's going right now, especially with sales and price spiking, it might stay alive just a little bit more, just a little more. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been pretty crazy, what they're trying to do, and I don't know how they expect to survive this dumb fuckery that they're doing right now. Very cocky of them to do such a massive thing, while also teasing the release of the PS6. It's pretty crazy that they're doing all this right now. I don't know what the hell they're planning or what they're doing. I think they're betting on like, hey, our loyal fans are still gonna buy it, right? Right. I think that's where they're banking on, but I feel like that's gonna catch up. That's gonna come and bite them in the ass. Honestly, Sony needs to get their shit together. Like right now, I feel like they think they're unstoppable. Like they're, they can get away with it. But the fact is, game companies themselves are also like, what the fuck are you doing? And when you have big companies like even Rockstar, with the upcoming GTA 6, they're like basically throwing shade at them like, games should have a physical copy, like that's just how it is. Um yeah, they're even throwing shade at them, so it's like very bizarre. I believe there was like a motion, I don't know if it was Rockstar, but somebody motioned to be like, hey, you have to do that's like a thing that you have to do, keep physical media, because in the end it's just a long piracy, or not a long piracy, a long rental than an actual purchase, right? Like you eventually don't own anything. It's like what was the CEO of that company who said that uh what is it, you don't own games, right? And it's like, no, buddy, we pay for the game. That's ours. Uh, what are you gonna do? Fucking come to my home and take it from me? Like, is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna take my game from me? Uh, I see you try, pal. Anywho, but all it is, pretty crazy stuff. Um, yeah, it's just so annoying, really. Um, I used to really be like, oh my god, it's super cool to have a digital game that you can just boot up straight from your console. It's so cool. And, you know, I wasn't thinking, I was a kid, right? I wasn't really thinking about what happens if they stop providing that service, right? Of being able to download that game and whatnot. That money you spent on it is gone. You basically paid for this thing that you wanted to keep forever, but not really have forever. It's digital, right? It's like buying an image online. It's yours until you lose access to it. Then it's gone forever, and then that's really really annoying because you're this is real money you're spending here, real actual money you're spending, and they're basically just running off with it and saying like, well, you enjoyed it for how long you ever had it, but now it's gone. Good riddance. And then it's like, okay, thanks. You're just gonna take my shit away from me. Nice. I mean, they already did. I think. What console is it that? Um, it is the PS Vita. The PS Vita, the store, I'm pretty sure shut down. Pretty sure. Or a lot of the titles within that that you purchase, you no longer have the license for it. So all the stuff that you purchase, DLC, games, everything, it is not available for you anymore, regardless of how many times or you paid for it or not. Like it's gone for good. Same thing for the 3DS store. I mean, that died ages ago, but you have to go in there and pre-download all the stuff you had. Otherwise, it's gone forever. You don't have access to it anymore. Um, this is why, like, people who uh, make the pirate software online somehow involuntarily became video game historians because they're keeping titles that were otherwise deleted completely, gone. Uh, they're they're keeping these files alive because Sony and other companies decided to freaking kill these games, and there it goes, right? And they're just gonna be sitting on that shit. That's how they've been doing with most titles from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2. They just sit on that shit. They have the rights to it, but they don't fucking do anything with it. You know? And it's like, what the fuck's the matter with you, right? Like, you're gonna take access to all of our stuff, and then you're just gonna keep it, right? You're just gonna keep it because you can. Same thing with Bloodborne. A lot of people love Bloodborne. Hey, I'm not a big fan of Bloodborne. I see the appeal. I enjoy the concept. I enjoy everything. Combat wise, I'm just not that good in that game, right? I love Dark Souls. I love Soulsborne games, Elden Ring, etc., etc. Really good stuff. Bloodborne's just not one of them that I couldn't get into it. I didn't like the pairing system. I just like my shield, right? Um, and bottom line is that one is floating, right? Uh, the rights to it, they don't want to do anything with it. The closest thing we got was that Switch to whatever exclusive game. People were kind of coining it Bloodborne 2 just because it was pretty silly and similar in vibe and whatnot. But that's another one. It's a perfect example of a company having the rights to a very big IP and just sitting on it, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, Sony was like, "Yeah, we're good. We can do it," but From Software's like, "Nah, no, we're not doing it, just because we don't want to." I don't really know the logistics of it, but I know that one party said yeah, the other party basically just said, "Nah, I don't know," and then it's just kind of floating there, right? It's almost like Valve's, you know, shyness of making a third installment to any of their games. You know, where the fuck is Portal 3, Half-Life 3? Where are they? Who knows anymore? Bottom line is, yeah, whatever's happening right now is pissing me off. And now I'm playing Simulator, Power Wash Simulator. That was my rant, I think. I don't know if I want to keep talking about this. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. Sound like a broken record. But, I do want to say you know, if purchase is not ownership, then, piracy is not piracy. It's not stealing. It's not theft. If you're going to take something I paid for and then I decide to reclaim that set thing that I purchased from other sources, then that's not theft. I'm just reclaiming what I already paid for. You know? Like so, what you gonna do about it? Take it from my cold dead hands. That's what you're gonna do. Here, let me get the been thinking a lot about Life is Strange for some reason. I think it's because I've been seeing a lot of content or like posts on Facebook about it. I know Facebook, right? I sound like an old guy. Well, I kind of am. Really getting dated now. But I don't know. Life is Strange is one of those games that's like the vibes are really nice, and then it gets really sad. Um, but I do enjoy it, right? It's like why do you play Heavy Rain, for example, right? The story is super impactful, very sad, but the concept of like a story being told and the consequences, I think that's the karma system, I guess you can say, um, is a good, interesting system, right? Heavy Rain, the Troy become human, you know, I guess Beyond Two Souls is another one, but I really haven't played that one. I actually own it, just like I own a bunch of freaking games that I don't play. But really, the reason why I own it is because it was on a pack with Detroit Become Human and uh, Heavy Rain. But Heavy Rain's basically the first Karma system game I played on the PS3. It's so good, but it's still very sad. Then you have, I think soon after Heavy Rain came out, there was other games that had that same system. Stuff like the Telltale games, uh, RAP. But yeah, where am I going with this? Yeah, Life is Strange. Very great game. I recommend it if you haven't played it yet. Still very sad, um, but I kind of want to play it again. I think I had started doing a playthrough of it like years ago on my PC. I do have the remastered version, so I could potentially do a stream of that. If you guys want to see that, I could do a stream of that eventually. I still don't remember if I actually did it, if I finished the playthrough. I doubt it, but I'll start a new one. Um, it gives me an excuse to get another platinum, I suppose. I mean, getting the platinum trophy in those games is very easy because all you have to do is, at least before the storm, is the graffitis. You know, you just get all the graffiti options in the different chapters, and then you get the platinum. And then and I think also just finish the chapters. You get a trophy for finishing a chapter. Same thing applies to the main game, Life is Strange. You all you have to do is find all the photo ops, which I think I remember most of them. Um, yeah. So yeah, easy platinum, honestly. But the feels, man, the feels, and the music. Oh, the music great too. Um, yep. Fair warning: if I do play it, I might get teary eyed. I might just weep a little. I'm just very sentimental. I'm emotional like that. I'm also eating a croissant. Mm-mm-mm. That's my breakfast. Give myself a haircut today. Mm. I think it turned out pretty good. Hmm. Man, we're almost done here. Walls. What? The walls are not done? Oh yeah, it's the graffiti. I forgot to remove the graffiti. Mm. I guess we could admire the art before I destroy it. Goddamn poser, destroying the graffiti in the skateboard park. Yo, Max, come to thrash. That was a reference to Life is Strange. You're welcome. I know I'm so clever, right? But yeah, I want to say I was obsessed with that game for the longest time. Ironically enough, I started playing that game when I started college. I think I was 19. The game already had been out for a while. I think I had concluded that, or we were just waiting on the final episode to come out. I don't recall. But definitely it was recommended by a colleague in one of my art classes. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is a Polaroid camera. I think it was like a sticker they had. Is from Life is Strange. Like Life is Strange. What's that? Oh, it's like a really good game. I recommend it. Blah blah blah." And she went on about the characters and all this other stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, so it's like a karma based system, but you turn back time. That's interesting. Okay." And essentially, I was very intrigued because I've always been a big fan of karma based system games. Like I mentioned, Heavy Rain. Eventually, I played Infamous. You know, Infamous 1 and 2, also a karma system based game, albeit a little more loose and very direct, but still classified as a karma based system. Kind of like what Red Dead Redemption is, but you know, because you know, in that game you have your what's it called? Fuck, not reputation, but it's something along the lines of that. It's like how people perceive you. Infamous has a similar system, but it does impact what missions are available to you and what abilities are available to you. At least in the second one, it's more impacted that way. In the first one, it's more of like how the civilians see you and what missions you get and how NPCs interact with you within the same missions. Um, Pretty crazy stuff. Um, it also impacted the story in terms of what the polls and the fans decided would be the best thing carrying forward for the story. So in this case, after the first game, the fans decided that the good ending was the way to do it, or go with it. And so when you boot up the second game, all of the NPCs and your abilities are the color blue, which would be the good karma side, and they all praise you. They're like, "Oh yeah, the demon of New Moray, or well, I guess not, the demon of Empire State or Empire City, Empire City, um, and you're a good hero. Everyone praises you. Blah 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 blah. Empire City gets destroyed. It's literally the first 2 minutes of the intro. And then you're in New Moray. You're new, right? And this is where it starts getting crazy. And I'm not going to spoil anymore, but for example, one of the choices that you make, uh, I think it asks you at the beginning of the game whether you did good or bad karma, right? Um, One of the side missions for the second game is based on what you did on the previous game. You find this girl, and she tells you how my mother lived, she survived because you helped the citizens get food, etc., etc. And weird sequence, she just kisses you, right? Like that's the whole side quest is just that. You still get the experience points for that whole side quest. But the side quest was just that. This girl talks to you. She's like, "You're my hero. My mom lived because of you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank you." And then she kind of just kisses you, which is kind of awkward, but it's what she shows us to thank you with. Plus, you get experience points from it. If you decided to choose the bad karma and you do the same mission, instead, she tells you how terrible you are and you're an awful person. I don't know if her mother died or something, but I don't know if she mentions it. I don't remember at least. But I do remember that you were met with a police squadron, like a whole squad, uh, just start shooting you, right? They start shooting you down because essentially it was like a setup, and then you have to basically fight your way out of this raid of police in the mission, which is not super difficult, but it's still like, wow, that's crazy. Like the impact, that it has on what you do and how you treated the people affects side quests, not even just main quests, side quests. And the amount of detail they put into that is really, really cool. At least that's what I thought back then. I still do. Very nice details. What the fuck is this? There's like a chunk missing in this floor. I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I guess I got it. But yeah, karma-based games like that, really nice. Um, Highly recommend it. I know there was a point to all of this. I don't remember what it was though. F. F's in the chat. To all of you American girls. I have not played any of the newer ones though. I would like to. Um, what is it? It's like Color or something is the next game that came out after Before the Storm. Um, and then we got a sequel to Max's story with Double Exposure. Um, which is another one that I really was excited for, but I never actually bought it. I should have. I'm kind of sad I never did. But who knows? Maybe what I'll do is I'll do a run of the remastered 1 and 2. Um, I'll start with 1. I don't want to do Before the Storm first. Honestly, Before the Storm is... I do enjoy it, but it's not my favorite. It's okay, right? Um, it does feed more on what Rachel was like, which I enjoy. I think the major selling point for me about the game is the Rachel being, learning what Rachel was actually like. Because in the first game, you just hear about how great she was and how beautiful she was and all this other stuff, but you don't actually get to see or hear her at all. So this game kind of gives her life. But in the same vein, um, you will have to play as Chloe, and not just any Chloe. Early anti angry Chloe, right? Which, you still get that a lot in the first game. Um, I hit my stepfather. My mom doesn't understand me. Why'd you leave me, Max? That's essentially like what it boils down to. But in this game, since it's the character you play as, it's just that, right? It's to the point where you your whole ability is to argue with people, and it's like, okay, I guess that's how you're supposed to. I mean, I guess that's the only way to make it make sense. But I don't know. It's not fun, in my opinion. It's not a fun system. I enjoyed going around as Max, taking pictures, enjoying the vibes, blah blah blah, right? And then trying to clever my way through it. Like, oh, she mentioned this. Let me go back in time, and then I'll answer that. Oh, perfect. There it is, right? And then I can get access to it. Like there was a lot more thought to it. But this one is just like you gotta say the right assholey thing to get through, you know. And that's it. And then if you fail it, which you could, um, if you don't know like what to say, etc., etc., then you're stuck trying to figure it out some other way. Which usually is just like a very obvious, like you just used a hole in the wall in the back, avoiding the whole sequence of you arguing with this guy. Like that's just an example of the first half. But albeit there's still some really cool stuff in that game. I do think it's worth playing at least once, but to revisit again, I don't know. It's not that great. The first game, however, I played so many times. Mostly because I wanted to see what happens if I do this way, or answer that way, or don't do this but do that. And you end up finding that there's still like a main timeline that kind of things flow, and not everything really changes per se, but you get extra dialogue depending on who you talk to and where and what. Um, but if you're into that kind of game, definitely recommend it. But yeah, it's I might do a stream of that and just play it and whatnot. I feel like it'll be nice just to revisit. I don't know what else. Another game that follows the same thing would be like Detroit Becoming Human, which has a lot of decisions and choices to make. My first playthrough, somehow, I managed to save everyone. I saved everyone. And I don't even know how I managed it, but I fucking did it. I saved everyone. Everyone lived. Um, and everyone escaped and did whatever. Uh, and yeah, that was my first playthrough. I was like super like, wow, I can't believe I actually did all that. There's a trophy for doing that, actually. Um, there's also a trophy for everyone dying or some shit. I don't know. But that sounds sad. And I never really played it again because I felt like, no, I got myself the perfect ending. I don't think I want to play it again. Especially since it's just really time consuming, and doing any other playthrough just kind of irritates me because it's like you have to be an asshole essentially. Like Connor has to be the absolute worst asshole imaginable. Like you have to be not human and just like not care about anybody or your partner or anything at all, and that sucks. That really sucks. Or you die at the end by choosing the wrong Connor, and then he's like, you chose wrong, haha. And then it's like, oh great. And then you live with that character being all sad and depressed. Albeit very interesting characters, a lot of interesting characters in that game for sure. And also the twist, um, pretty cool. Definitely recommend it. Not a game I would personally revisit again, just because of how long it is, right? Like maybe I'll revisit it like one day where I'm just like, you know what, I haven't played this in forever. And it's true, I haven't really played it in a while, but it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I do often think about that game. Um, Mostly because the demo they had released years ago before they released Heavy Rain involved a factory where they made robots. This ad was essentially like a showcase of the power of the PlayStation 3, right? The thing was called Karma, right? Factory robot showing emotions. It's supposed essentially being the first game where they can animate acting, right? Like actual impactful, like you can see dread, sadness, joy in their expression, in their emotion, and that's what it was. That was a showcase. It wasn't meant to be its own thing, and that spun a whole game years later, which is where we got Detroit Become Human. It's basically what it spun. In fact, there's even a reference early in the game where you make it to the android junkyard. You can find one of the Karma robots singing the song. I forgot the name of it, but she's like broken and busted in the junkyard, the android junkyard, and she's singing the song, which is very sad. But yeah, essentially, it's a nod to that, to how it that one, you know, showcase, software showcase, inspired this game. And I myself was like, oh, it'd be really cool to see a game like that. Back in like when I first saw it was like 2013. You know, I was like, wow, this is so cool. But essentially, it was just like this is what we can do now. We can tell stories, like real stories. I mean, you already had stories, but now you have a bigger impact. You can see the characters' expressions and how sad they are, and tell a story in more detail, more in depth, I guess you can say. Um, like The Last of Us, I was obsessed with that too. Still one of my favorite games. Just a few days ago, I was playing the remaster version, and I used to be able to just sit and play through the whole thing in a few hours. Now I maybe played through 20 minutes of one of the missions, and then I'm like, I can't. I'm too tired. I don't want to continue. And I guess that's just age. uh, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. How did I do it back then? Full hour sessions, just sitting down, just it's a little sad. I wish I could get that second wind as I used to, and just like really, get myself back into that mindset of just enjoying the game. Um, Stress, I guess, could be an impact. Come on, you fucking flower, clean already. Also, I guess all these symbols are supposed to be left by the aliens in the game. I think they translated something, but I don't know what. I haven't really looked into it. There's a whole deep lore behind this. Battle Watch Simulator, who knew? Uh, Boy, oh boy. No, I just keep thinking of the song. The Sakura song? I think it's called. I'm sure it's something Sakura. And my throat's dry. Let me sip. Seriously? Oh, there it is. I couldn't find my drink. Okay, what the hell did I put it? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you guys could let me know if you guys want to see me play through Life is Strange and you know other games, and potentially like I think it's Color Theory. Now that I think about it, which I have to buy. I don't think I actually own Color Theory or Double Exposure, but I definitely do own the remastered Life is Strange and Before the Storm bundle, and then yeah, I'll do one of those. Hell, I'll do Life is Strange or not Life is Strange. Um, The Last of Us again, if you you know, because I'm pretty sure I did a stream of The Last of Us remastered, or at least part one. I didn't do part two though. Um, I could do part two, although part two is one of those that it's like it's very long. Um, Essentially making you play through the game twice, just in a different perspective. Well, I guess that's clean. Let me see. Anything over here? Oh, right here. We could do Life is Strange instead of Black Ops 2 again later. Zombies. Or I could do custom zombies and do um, the Backrooms mod again. I guess I'll see what makes more sense. Um, we got options, is what I'm trying to say. But I'll leave it to you guys. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. Um, what sounds best to do next. Um, Story driven or survival, I guess, is the real question. Or both. Story driven with survival. With The Last of Us. Um, I just gotta set it up. Hmm. I wish there was like music. Is there music here? Let me see. Maybe I disabled the music. Is that why I can't hear any music? It was getting annoying. Let me see. Smoothness, autosave, highlight color. Ooh, you can change the highlight color? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I just changed it to red. Nice. Well, let me still look for that audio if there even is. I'm surprised there isn't like music or anything like that. I feel like there should be. Motion sensor general, dirt details, distance select, cycle. What? Oh, stand select. Auto aim mode toggle, time lapse clear, crosshair dirt details, highlight color red, highlight duration. Um. Oh wow. Audio tap master, ambience, footsteps, UI. Hi. How you doing? Water volume, water tone, project feature tone. I'm kidding. Um, handpick waving. You missed it. I've talked so much today. I talked so much. I talked about future potential games. I talked about my love for comma system games. I talked about how Sony sucks. I talked about man. I've been blabbing for a solid hour and a half. I think. Um, I mean, when you're playing such a game, I feel like I'm gonna have to talk. It's part of it. Um, Dang, I missed it. No, I mean I could give a slight recap. Essentially, I talked about the different Karma System games, how I started playing them. Started with Life Heavy Rain. Um, then I went into more games like Infamous. Also has a karma based system, very fun. Then I started playing more Life is Strange and eventually Detroit Become Human, which I really enjoyed, but it's such a large game that I don't really want to revisit again. Yeah, Heavy Rain is so good. But I played it when I was like a little kid. I think I was like 10 when I played that game. Really impactful though, very very impactful. I think it set this standard for me, like this like I don't I'm not I don't want games to be just shoot and that's it, right? I want story with my game, and that's why I started playing more single player games because I wanted more story. I wanted to learn about characters, and really have feel like it has meaning to it. And that's why I started really enjoying, games like that. Like, Skyrim, you have your story, you have your world exploration, open world games like that. Um, you didn't like Detroit because I do, yeah, I do like Detroit Become Human. I do enjoy it. My issue with it is when I played it, I did so good that I got the perfect ending. I got everyone to live, everyone to do their own thing. No one died, and I got the perfect ending, and I got the trophies for that. And then I was like, revisiting all of this would mean starting all over again. Have you played Hades? It has so much story. I have not. I'm not even sure what that is. Um, but in the end, I haven't gone back because it feels like a slug. I guess it feels too long of a game, and I think I just really have to be in the mood for it, right? Um, Same thing with Heavy Rain. That's why when I went back, I played a little bit, and I haven't gone back. It's mostly fighting, but it's very good. I see. Um, Kind of like Infamous, which is a lot of fighting. It's another thing I talked about, the impact in side quests as well as main story quests that game had. Again, it's very specific type of game. I also suggested me replaying Life is Strange because I don't think I finished playing it for streams, um, but specifically the remastered version, and then playing Before the Storm, and then potentially playing The Last of Us again and The Last of Us Part 2, which I never did on the stream. So I figured I could do Life is Strange later tonight, or I can just play zombies again, specifically the Backrooms zombies, so we can continue doing that. But I wasn't sure, and this is why I left it up to whoever, um, to see who would like to see what. Because I'm going to be doing a stream later tonight again, but I just didn't know what to do. I was planning on playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer today, but there's hackers. Hackers took over, and they could potentially break your game. So that's why I haven't played it, because they have been doing that. They've been making it so your game crashes constantly, making the game unplayable, because it's based on your account information. Uh, Essentially, they make it so you're max everything, and essentially the only way for you to fix it is by resetting your account to be back to one, meaning that all the effort you put on there is deleted because they give you everything, and then they break your game, and then you have to reset everything. Which I'm not even sure how you can do that. I think that might be like a PlayStation thing, like they reset your account information so it doesn't keep crashing like that. Which again sucks because then you're starting all over again, and those hackers are running around with everything, right? Which sucks. It really does, and that's why I'm avoiding multiplayer. Zombies is still an option for Black Ops 2. I could try to do more Easter egg runs to the best of my abilities. Or again, we could just play Black Ops 3 and play some custom zombies. We already finished the Equestria Girls on stream. Um, we could potentially do the Minecraft one, but the Minecraft one I never got far myself. I never actually managed to beat it. And the Backrooms, I've only played it in stream once. That's it. I haven't played it again. But I feel like we got pretty far. We just couldn't find that dang Pack-a-Punch part, wherever the hell it is. Um, it might be that I'm missing a room I haven't checked yet, or potentially a spot I can jump to with that perk that we found, the double jump. So what I'm gonna do is I was thinking about drawing out a map. Yeah, it's forcing me to draw out a map so I can remember where all the perks are and what locations I visited, etc., and where I could potentially find another location to to explore. Yeah, it's getting to that point. I'm starting to map out the map of the backrooms. Yes, so crazy stuff. Like I can see it in my mind already. Like if I could draw it out, and and that was just based on the one playthrough and where I found certain parts in certain crafting. Like I remember a lot of it. So yeah, we could revisit that. Otherwise, yeah, Life is Strange or The Last of Us. Although maybe not The Last of Us. I think I'd rather do Life is Strange or The Backrooms. One of those two. Or I can save it for tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing stream tomorrow as well, so I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Um, well, I could also do Life is Strange on my PC because the first time I played it was actually on my PC. I played it on Steam. Well, you feel like playing is good. Hmm. Hmm. I kind of want to revisit the zombies again, but also don't want to survive. I want something more casual. We might save that for tomorrow. I might even run it on my own time later tonight just to practice and try to get a little further for stream. But we could do Life is Strange. I feel like that would be nice. Um, yeah, but I'll have to do the remaster. I think I'd rather do the. I don't know. It depends on how much room. If I end up not having enough room to download remaster on my PlayStation, which I might, it might be a PS4 game, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. I should have it. I should have it. A PS4. I think it's a PS4 remaster anyway. So we'll do PS4 remaster, Life is Strange, and yeah, we can do that. We'll do that. Um, I'm thinking we can get pretty far in that anyhow. Or maybe I'll do it by chapter. I'll do volume 1 and then I'll save the other 4 chapters for other streams. Or we can just do 2 and I'll do it that batch it in twos. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what the vibe is like. But yeah, we'll do Life is Strange later. To all of you American girls. Right. I think one of the freakiest parts in that game, other than like, I mean, it's the same part of like the weird sequence where she's trapped in like this weird like in between. Um, the creepiest part will be everything is in reverse, and the song is playing in reverse. I think that one's really creepy. uh, and then there was like this weird version of her talking to her, like making her feel like shit. I wonder if they ever explained what the hell that was. It was like the Speed Force ghosts. How dare you mess with time? But it's like, I don't know. I didn't wish for these abilities. You know, it's my bad for using my abilities that I was given for whatever reason. Like I have these abilities, but I can't use it because what? If I use it too much, the world falls apart. Like, because butterfly theory. Who are you? You being? You thing? You know? Maybe double exposure answers that a little more. Um, but yeah, it's interesting though that um, I guess it's canon that Arcadia Bay got destroyed because obviously Chloe survived. It's the time aliens from Rock and uh, let me see. It caught out. Let me see. Once it sends on the other side. Why are you not sending? Why are you not sending? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? For some reason, it's not sending the. Okay, I'm closing the thing, reopening it. To all of you, American girls. Why is my phone like this? Bro, is my Wi Fi out? That'd be crazy if my Wi Fi goes down. Please tell me my Wi Fi's not dead. I will cry. Oh. No. Checking quality of internet connection. How about you just connect? You're right there. Connected without internet. Okay. Internet may not be available. I'm still streaming. How? I think it's just my phone being stupid. What are you talking about? My phone is refusing to connect to the internet now. But I'm still streaming. What the hell's happening right now? Okay, I guess I'll turn on data. Fuck. No, I don't want YouTube Red. Please leave me alone. Yeah, see, I'm still live. It's just my phone being stupid. Let me see the comment. Um, it's the time aliens from Rick and Morty. Oh God, got it. Time aliens. What was that? The Cronus guy. What Chrono, Uncle Chrono, or something like that. They got deleted forever, and then his wife is like searching for him everywhere, but he couldn't find him because he literally got existed from every or deleted from every reality ever. Ah, why did that scare the shit out of me? Oh my god. The trophy sound effect scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Awesome. We did it. We did the thing. Let's do the bike. I feel like this will be easier to do. Be pretty fast. I was gonna get myself a haircut. Woohoo! I mentioned that earlier though. Now I'm a broken record. To all of you American girls. American girls like dollies and plastic bodies. Ah, nice. I also need a haircut, but I got no money. I just gave myself a haircut, so I've been giving myself a haircut for um about a year now, I want to say. hmm I think everybody else started doing the same thing here. I think I started a trend. But honestly, it's a lot more expensive for women to get the haircut than it is for men. Sadly, it's a whole down payment. Oh boy. There you go. Easy peasy. Time lapse. Oh. It's so funny. I keep jumping up in the air to try to get the stuff on the top. Oh, that's so funny. Mm. Sue Berry. I know this one's a massive spot. Let's do this house. We'll save the big one for last, I think. Uh, I know I've said it once. I'll say it again. I used to watch Konosuba while playing this, and every single time I play it, I want to watch Konosuba. It's so funny. It's such a weird thing to do, but that's precisely what I did, and now it's like my brain wants Konosuba. Darn it. Well, what else is there to clean on the main log? Maybe it's the edging? You'd think it'd be clean by now. Thought I got everything. Yeah, I don't see anything else on it. Oh, maybe this. There you go. I don't know what else to talk about. Um, Started watching this show on Netflix that seems pretty interesting. It's by the Duffer Brothers, not Stranger Things. Uh, it's like something bad is going to happen. I think that's the title of it. Um, and First few episodes has been very interesting. Um, I have my theories of what's going on, but obviously I've only seen the first two episodes. And it's essentially this girl's getting married, right? And she is going to meet her fiance's family. Now, they have not met yet. Like the She has not met the fiance's family yet because of different reasons. Usually, I guess it's because she can't really travel. She gets anxious on planes. That's the story that she tells them, at least I think. But I think it's because she's got like this weird condition of some kind. Not a condition, but I feel like she's got like these, I don't know, psychic powers that kind of, give her visions and stuff. And so she has to like be in certain places, otherwise it like triggers her or something. Um, Bottom line is, um, even in episode one, there's like all the sequences and events, they don't necessarily add up and make sense. And I think it's because my theory is that she's either living moments that are going to happen or have happened in either previous lives or what's going to happen in her life in general, in the present, in her mind, past, present, and future. It's really weird because it's like she's getting all these like sequences and like being told stories of things that happened that could potentially be what will happen, and it's like very confusing but very interesting and intriguing. But the family, when she meets the family, they're also really weird, and they have like this scheme or some plan, like almost like a prophecy they have to fulfill. At least that's what I'm gathering from what they've said and what she's experienced with them, and why they're so sad and so weird about it, about them getting married and how she has to get married in a certain way, wearing a certain outfit or dress. It's really weird, really bizarre. Again, I'm only in episode 2, so that's what I've pieced so far. She's some kind of, I guess, some kind of psychic of some kind, and she has to do certain things to, I don't know, appease this kind of ability she has. I don't know. It's really weird. Obviously, I haven't pieced it together, but that's what I gathered so far. But yeah, very bizarre show. You know, the Duffer Brothers, they do some good stuff, and this feels like, I guess, refreshing in a way, because it's like, yeah, it's creepy, yeah, it's weird, but it's not like, we're not following around a bunch of kids running around like crazy. We're these are adults, and it feels more horror than it does like, you know, I don't know what to describe Stranger Things as. I guess a mystery uh coming of age. I don't know. But I guess it does have kind of like a spooky factor, but it's not really that scary. This one feels more horror, more suspense horror, I guess, which I enjoy. It definitely feels new, refreshing. That dang rooster refuses to get cleaned. There you go. Rooster down, rooster down. Oops. But yeah, I'm excited to keep watching it. Um, and then what I know I mentioned the Marvel movies coming out here soon. Spider-Man and Brand New Day or Brave New World or whatever the fuck they call it. Uh, that one's gonna be interesting, but I don't want to go to the theaters to see it. I just want to. I think I'm just gonna wait for it to come out in digital. Like I want to see it, yes. I don't want to go see it, right? Like I'm not really hyped to go anywhere, right? To go see the movie. I just want to see the movie, but I'd rather watch it at home. Like I'll wait. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Which is gonna suck because then I have to try to avoid spoilers and whatnot. So maybe I should just bite the bullet and just go and watch it. I will probably have to do it for Doomsday. That's for sure. I know that one's gonna get spoiled to hell if I don't go see it in theaters. But man, you know, I don't know. I'm not excited to go anywhere to see it. I might just go anyways. I'm interested to hear what you guys think about that. Maybe you guys feel the same way, like you want to see the movie but not really go anywhere to see it. Could just be me. I'm weird like that. When does it come out? Did it come out already? Brave New Day or Brave New World or whatever. Yeah, yesterday or today. Got it. Um, man, I might have to go tomorrow. uh, go see it. What was I gonna say? Um, I don't know why, but I thought about how was it the Little and Stitch? Was it Little and Stitch that flopped? or was it Moana, the live action Moana? I don't know, but I know one of the recent like live action movie Disney movies flopped really hard, right? Like it did really bad, but they had already started both flop, but they had already started like the commercial of like the number one movie in America, and so there's like commercials and things and trailers and whatever. They're like the number one movie in America. Like no, 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 it isn't. It flopped super hard, dude. You lost so much money. Um, because nobody wants to see animated films turn to live action, man. How many times do I have to tell you this? If you're gonna do that, it has to be very specific, right? Moana is not one of those, alright? That movie was perfect as is, alright? It's a great movie. It doesn't need a remaster. Same thing for The Lion King. It did not need a live action CGI adaptation. Like, that's dumb. Nobody asked for it, alright? Nobody did. Um, so, especially in a movie like that where you really need the animation to help you, right? You really need it. It's not something you can just do in live action. Same thing with Lilo and Stitch, and yet they still tried to do it. Um, and then they fucked it up even worse. They really fucked up the story. It's so simple to not fuck up a story. I'm sorry, but it's super easy to not fuck something over. Just don't fuck it, right? Don't put shit in it that doesn't need to be there. You know? Like, I don't understand the obsession of taking a already made movie, that's already made successful movie, taking it and changing it just because you can. That's dumb, that's stupid, it makes no fucking sense. And it's not a rights thing, right? Because it's like, oh, I don't want to get like a right thing. No, you own the rights to the movie, right? You own the rights. You don't have to worry about, plagiarism or whatever the fuck, because it's your movie. You own it, right? Just do the same story. That's all you gotta do. Frame it however the fuck you want, sure. But it's your movie. Just tell the same story. It's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. It's like whenever they try to adapt video games into a movie, right? I get it. You have to add extra scenes to beef it up or whatever the fuck. But to change the core value and the core message of the whole thing is beyond stupid and ridiculous. I swear it's like there's a secret, like, conspiracy group. I swear there's a conspiracy here. There's a secret group that their entire sole purpose is to make sure that every video game adaptation that goes into show or movie is absolute garbage. I swear, it's like they intentionally make it bad so we never have anything good adapted into any other form of media that isn't the actual game. I swear that's literally what they do. Genuinely. Like, if I ever become a director and I take on the mantle of making a movie or a show, I want it to be exactly the same. I want it to be a love story to the fans. That's what I want, because I fucking care about it. You know? I don't want to turn it into my own fucking piece of paper where I wipe my fucking ass with. Like, I want to make something beautiful. Like, for example, I want to make a Skyrim series, right? A series on Skyrim. But the issue with that, number one, would be, how do I portray Dovahkiin? Who is going to be Dovahkiin? What are they going to do? What are they going to be like? I want them to be female. I want a female Dovahkiin. And I also am going to add, it's one of my favorite mods in the game, but I feel like it'll help a lot. Although I could just add Lydia instead if I can't get to add the mod. I doubt it. But there's this Fowler mod that I really enjoy that adds so much to the game. Their name is Sophia. So Sophia, the fully voiced mod, and they interact with everything, and it just makes it so much more funny. And I would love to add Sophia. If not, I'll just make Lydia be like Sophia, which is going to be a sharp change because Lydia is very dry and whatever. But I feel like if I made Lydia like Sophia, it'll add so much joy to it, so much enjoyment, and that then you have like this clash of like Dovahkiin being all business and all stiff and whatever, and then you have Sophia who's like this drunken adventurer, right? Um, which means her story has to change in terms of like who she works for, because obviously originally she was given to you as a follower by the what's his fucking face in Whiterun, the Jarl of Whiterun. But I want to do that. I want to do a story like that. It's gonna be focused obviously on just a main quest of like you're the Dovahkiin, you gotta fight Alduin, blah 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 blah, and you're gonna keep the sequence battles you have with dragons and stuff like that. And then also the exploration of the third of the world and all these other things, and maybe I'll add references to like very common towns that you visit, etc., etc., and characters. Even the College of Winterhold would be amazing to explore, even just for a little bit. Um, but I mean, you have to go to the College of Winterhold. That's a must because you have to get Esbern from down below, right? Or is that in Riften? I don't remember. I think that's in Riften actually. Never mind. But I would like to visit College of Winterhold, even just for like a joke episode or whatever. Um, but yeah, that's one thing I would like to do. Um, but I mean, big fan of Skyrim, and I would love to make something like that. Uh, hey, but I mean, I think someone's already working on it. I feel like that's like a big rumor that's been happening for years. Someone's working on a Skyrim series, and I doubt we're gonna have it. Like I mentioned, that would be like my ideal Skyrim. Uh, uh, what is it? Series adaptation, like a show adaptation. That would be my ideal take on it. Might not be for everybody, but I feel like I will still do good justice by it. All I know is that the budget for it would have to be astronomical. Just to recreate the sets, the atmosphere, the outfits alone. I mean, just thinking about the afterlife, like the Dragonborn afterlife, like the Valhalla of Skyrim, the recreation of that would be insanely expensive. We're talking, God knows how much, astronomical numbers, numbers I've never seen in my life. It'd just be so amazing. Obviously, a lot of that could just be CGI, but even then, I feel like we should have a mix of actual practical effects and or we can do like the Star Wars thing where they had the sets build in like miniature size and then recorded and added to make look larger in real life. Kind of like what they did in what they do in Island of Adventure for the Harry Potter castle, where it's like it's big in terms of like it's like a replica of it, and from the distance it looks like the castle, but it's not really a big ass castle. It's just something that looks like it, but it's still large enough for you to like perspective wise. It looks like the castle's up there, right? Like that could be the way to do it for and then we just have like interior sets because the way Skyrim works, like I wanted to make it look like in the video game, where it's like when you look out a window, you can't see the actual exterior. All you see, it's like blinding lights or whatever the hell, or they're too high up for you to see. Like that'd be the only way to do it, honestly. Make the sets like in the game. Like a few areas to explore would be Whiterun, Like it'd be nice to have Whiterun and have the Breeze home, and then it'd be really nice to have the hall. Like you don't have to see the. Although I would love to see a scene where the part where you're asking the Jorl, "Hey, I need to use Dragon's Reach to catch a dragon." I would love to recreate the meme where he's like half asleep, like, "I'm sorry, what?" That needs to be a part. That needs to be part of it. It has to happen. You need what? He's like half asleep, like, it is, it is 6 a.m. on a Thursday. On a Thursday. Uh, on a Fridays. It's 6 a.m. on a Fridays, and you're asking me to use my castle as a fucking cage for a dragon. Yep. Amazing. We need that for sure. It'd be amazing. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with a script. I'll pitch it to Netflix. See what they think. Netflix, please make this a thing. Please, Netflix. I need it. I need Skyrim. I need a Skyrim show, please. What should we name um Dwalvaking? Like, what name should they have? Should they be just prisoner the whole time? I used to be used to be an adventure like you did, but then it took an hour to. That's a given. That's almost a given. You have to have the guards like, saying their one-liners. Let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll. Like we need that. That's a must. But we also have to have the bratty children running around. You know, like you don't look that tough. You know, beat it, kid. I got things to do. That'd be amazing. A love letter to the fans and the creators for making such a great, beautiful world. Quirks and all. But yeah, it can't be like a movie. It has to be a series. That'd be the only way to make it work. It has to be a series. Um, and the guards halt you have violated the law. I feel like I will have that um, based on. Let me see, because I feel like at some point you end up going to Riften. You do, yes. So you end up going to Riften to look for Esbern. And that would be the perfect time to introduce the Thieves Guild. They have you steal the ring, and that'd be the perfect time to get caught. Because one of the sequences is that you can get caught and get thrown in jail, right? And then you come back and you talk to him after paying your fine or whatever. Um, I can have it so I forgot his name, but the guy who runs the guild pays for you to leave prison, and then he's like, "Hey, you didn't do it, but you have good efforts. I'd like for you to join the guild," and then that's how you get the info on Esbern or where he's hiding. Because I feel like that's how you get the info to begin with, to go down to the dungeons in Riften. And then it'd be a really cool time to have a brawl with that one guy. There's like this guy down there that's got like these enchanted fists. And that'd be like an interesting battle to have too. Each thing can be a different guilds. You could do that too, actually. I like that concept of like, uh, you have the DLCs, Dangard, vampires, stuff like that. Um, that would be interesting. But I feel like season one would be introducing not only Dovahkiin, the new Dovahkiin, but also the change in Lydia, which will probably have to happen. That will be my Sophia. Just to again have the comedic relief, but also have this edge that the Dragonborn doesn't have, because they're too stiff to I have a destiny to fulfill. Um, uh, and Fusroda, yeah, obviously. And then meeting the Greybeards is gonna be an interesting thing. Who's gonna be the Greybeards? That'd be an interesting cast to have the Greybeards. No, it isn't. It's Thursday. No, it isn't. It's my turn for food. Sorry, I pause. And things. Anyway, sorry about that. It'd be amazing to do it. Ugh, I'm stuck. Um, but yeah, that I've been thinking, cooking with that idea for a while, thinking of what I can do with it, how I introduce certain aspects and certain characters, like the party, sneaking to the party to see if the Thalmor are involved after Delphine tells you to go in. Like that's an interesting one. That'd be a whole episode on its own, right? The whole sneaking into the party, putting on new outfits, um, stuff like that. Bringing Lydia in there would be super insane too. I feel like if anything, Lydia should be the one distracting the guard. You know, like I would make reference to the drunken guy and his comments about the Thalmor Queen or whatever her name was. That'd be hilarious. Maybe it's a duo distraction, right? Like she's the one egging him, like egging him on. Like she's the one that provides the booze. Um, et cetera, to get the guy to start going crazy and be a distraction. Uh, Maybe that's it. And then you sneak back there. You talk to the wood elf. I don't want the wood elf to die. I actually like that wood elf guy. I would love to see the wood elf live. I forgot his name, but I always get really sad when he ends up dying. I'm like, oh man, I don't want you to die, buddy. You're such a cool guy. I mean, he's kind of like an asshole first, but he kind of like I don't know. He seemed pretty cool, and then they end up killing him. Just for me, I feel like just for me, I'd like that guy to live. you know, or I guess him dying would kind of build this level of threat, if you think about it. Where like death is very real in this game or in this world, right? Even allies die. So I guess having him fall would add, a level of severity in Dovahkiin. A level of like, oh yeah, I mean, because I feel like that's the first ally you lose, right, in the game. And no, I won't kill Lydia. I won't do that to people. I'd hate for Lydia to die. Like I myself am not a big fan of Lydia. I always go for the Dark Brotherhood follower, but that doesn't mean I want her to die. Especially if this Lydia is gonna be an altered version to be more like Sophia. After all, she is sworn to carry your burdens. Ooh, it's a witch. It's a witch's house. Look at the purple stuff. That's definitely a witch's brew. That be there a witch's brew. By the gods, we have a witch amongst our townspeople, amongst our village, hiding in plain sight. You have committed crimes against Skyrim people. What say in your defense? Scram! That'd be so funny. One second. But yeah, I would love to see a Skyrim series, and that's exactly how I would do it. But of course, it's a matter of building the script and the timeline to be set in a certain way where it all works together, you know, and then I can introduce certain aspects of the game. But I feel like in my mind, it feels so simple to do. I never understand why, big companies with all this money struggle to recreate something that's already set for them, something that's already been made for them. It is literally a money machine, a sack of cash that you're fumbling because you want to, I don't know, take creative liberties or whatever the fuck. Like, not everything has to be about you, right? Like, not everything is about you, you know? Think about other people, for fuck's sakes. It's like this fucking guy, the director to the Resident Evil movies. Like, his whole thing is that he wanted to put his wife in the franchise. That's it. You cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot convince me that that guy did not create his own fan fiction where his wife is part of the Resident Evil universe, and then made movies out of it. You cannot convince me that he had an actual vision for the actual thing based on what fans wanted. It's what he wanted, and that's literally what happened, which is pathetic, beyond pathetic. You had one job, and you decided to make it a big fan fiction for your wife, and not even for your wife. So I'm pretty sure she hated being in those movies. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Let me get the windows, I guess. I got really quiet all of a sudden. They also have Oblivion before Skyrim happened. Um, yeah, but Oblivion is one of those games I never actually played. You know, um, and really, the only thing connecting Oblivion to Skyrim, other than like references, would be the scroll itself, the Elder Scroll. That's about it, and then certain characters here and there. That's why Skyrim can stand on its own without Oblivion half of the time. For the majority of it, of course. Dang, Shimini. Took 5 years. Alright, we're almost done with the roof here. So passive aggressive. Did I miss a spot on the top? Oh, I might have. That's annoying. Okay, there you go. Got it. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause. I'll be right back. This sucks. I have returned. Alright, we're almost done with this place. I don't know if we want to do the other spot too. Maybe. We could do it. I'm so surprised this game doesn't have music, man. I feel like it should. It should be a must. But it might just get annoying, you know? I guess it depends on what kind of song it is. And if you can choose which track to play, etc. Maybe the sequel has music. That'd be my sister making all the noise in the world up there. One day she's gonna fall right through the ground. And I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. Ooh. Um, for some reason, the comments are acting out. I started getting comments. All the previous comments spammed on my screen. That's crazy. Hate when it does that. Hmm. Man. I'm getting tired of this. Boy, oh boy. We're gonna finish this one. I think I'm calling it there. How long has the stream been going? Like 2 hours? Yeah, it literally 2 hours and 9 minutes. My goodness. Hmm. Who is this guy? Is he a robber? He is. Okay, and... Oh, that's the bank. Isn't the bank one of the places we have to clean at some point? Huh. Maybe that's the place. Maybe that's the place we have to clean eventually. That's so funny. So close. God dang it. So freaking close. We honestly don't have that much left. Perfect. Hmm. Man, I feel like I'm falling asleep. It's very calming though. Kind of want to take a nap after this. uh, I'll take a nap and then like I'll have to cook in like an hour or so. So I'll take a nap, cook in like an hour, maybe two, eat dinner, and then I'll do the Life is Strange stream. We're so close to the end here. So freaking close. Oh wow, I didn't realize the freaking wall around the thing is also something we have to clean. Oh man, that's gonna suck. There you go. Okay. There you go. That might be the end of the house. Oh, actually, nope. We're missing this side. Damn, she's smoking that pink stuff down there. Terrible habit to smoke indoors. She got that passion fruit vape in there, bro. Alright. So close. Oh, I missed that window. Perfect. Alright. Awesome. Jeez, you can't really put this anywhere else. The only spot is there. Oh, you're okay, dude. uh, I haven't been talking at all. I'm just like getting really tired. I'm falling asleep over here. Awesome. Hmm. That means I'm missing a few things. Other than this rubber guy. Oh man. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep you or. I'm not asleep at all. Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a cozy game. Yeah. I almost nodded off there again. Oh my god, I did it. Timber frames. Timber frames. Oh, these fuckers. Okay. Oh, is it these guys? Wooden frames. Windowsill. Oh, this is one of them. Okay. No. No. This guy. Nope. Nope. This guy. Let me see one more. Timber frame. And then one of the side eaves. Not that one. Not that one. I did fall asleep for a while. I almost did too, not gonna lie. Mm. Is this one of the side Eves? No. Is it one of you? No, this is the back Eves. Oh, this guy. This guy right here. You think you're clever, eh? You think you got what it takes to beat me, eh? This one's good, that one's good. That one's good, that one's good. Good, 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 good. Oh, this guy. Boom. Now timber pillar. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. This guy. Oi. Aha! We did it! Woohoo! Now for the longest time lapse in history. God dang it! Holy crap! That took forever. Oh my goodness. Wow. We did it, folks. We did it. Boy, oh boy. What's the next job? I'm just gonna look ahead and see. Ooh. We can do the SUV real quick. Fuck it. We'll do the SUV real quick. This will be really fast. Yay. We'll do the SUV real quick and then we'll call it there. Next time will be probably the biggest job we'll do so far in this game. It's gonna be the firehouse. That motherfucker is massive, especially since it's not just the main firefighter's house, but it's also the practice building in the back. There's like this massive burn building that they have for practice, um, and you have to clean the whole thing, and it's massive, like huge. Once we're done with this car, I think I'll load into it so you can see what I'm talking about. But you have to clean everything, every step, every brick on the wall, every piece of trim, both outside and inside, needs to be clean because they have like practice fires in there, which is why it's covered in black, like fire residue and smoke and shit. It's terrible in there. Ouch. Let me stand up for a second. Ah, my back. I was shrimping the whole time. There you go. We did it, yo. You're gonna be pretty quick for this one. I look like a creep. So funny. Alright, come on now. Next job. Alright. I'm gonna load it up so you can see it. We got 2 stories on the main building, all the way around, including stuff on the roof, like vents and shit. All the way around, all the nooks and crannies, everything. You know, then the upstairs, all the little windows and trims, all the little tiles, all the way around. Then on the roof, there's a pool, and we also have to clean the pool. And then once we're done with that, we're doing this massive beast of a building over here. Both outside and inside, dude. Like, it's crazy. And every little fucking corner of the metal stairs, all the way up. We're doing all of it. And again, this building is like building like practice fires. Essentially, is the idea, because it is like a fireplace, fire station. Yeah, I'm pretty sure once we do this building, we get to clean the actual fire truck. But yeah, we'll do that next stream. I'm gonna end it there. Thank y'all for watching. It's been fun. I've almost fell asleep several times just now. But yeah, I'm calling it there. I'm gonna take a nap, cook, and then I'll do the Life is Strange stream later. But for now, bye bye. See ya. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.